Has this ever happened to you on the water? You turn the key and you can't get your boat to start. Well, then you probably want to pay attention to this. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Cap McCoy here with BassSoldiers.com. So I get a lot of questions about the power setup that I've been using. If you follow me at all, you know that I've recently partnered up with a company called BattleBorn Batteries, and they provide lithium batteries for all your vehicle needs, from your boat needs to what we use them for, to powering your RV use, or anything that requires a deep cycle drain. Let's take a second to talk some basic concepts of why you would need lithium versus lead acid. There are some definite differences between the two. Your lead acids are typically what you find already in most vehicle applications, so lithiums are definitely an upgrade. Why go to lithiums? Lithiums tend to last 2 to 3 times as long per charge as your lead acids. Another big factor is lithium batteries tend to be 2 to 3 times as light as your typical lead acid. So in removing a 36-volt trolling motor system and replacing them with the BattleBorn battery 100 amp hour lithium setup, you're going to lose somewhere in the neighborhood of 50% per battery you remove. So I've lost about somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 pounds out of my boat, which provides a little more top end speed, a little bit more out of the hole shot lift, and it just overall rides the boat a little bit better because it takes weight out of that platform. Other reasons you'd want to go to lithiums is you'll have full power all the way through the day. If you ever notice that on your typical lead acid battery use, your trolling motor will start to slowly fade, so you're having to crank that you'll have to crank up the speed on your trolling motor to get more torque out of the same amount of power. So by the end of the day, you're at level 10, just trying to move along. Now with lithiums, you'll never have that reduction. You'll go 2-3 days and then they'll just stop, but you'll never see a drop in power. Another reason to go to the lithium setup is when you charge overnight. My lithiums are taking me somewhere in the neighborhood of about 45 minutes to go to full charge after a day's use. It used to take 6 to 8 hours, sometimes longer, when I had my lead acid system. So in my busy guide business, I can turn around after a long day on the water, plug in, they'll be charged in less than an hour, and they'll be ready for the next day, whereas I may not even have fully charged my lead acids by the time I'm up, connecting the boat, headed out the next morning with my old lead acids. So these are a lot of the things that you want to factor in before you make the investment, but these are all those positives that lithium provides over lead acid. And these are definitely things you want to think about when you're deciding to go with a provider of lithiums and lithiums in general. You get what you pay for. And with BattleBorn Batteries, they are one of the top-notch companies providing lithium batteries to the public right now. So let's take a look with what I got, and then we can talk some more about it. Okay, so this is the setup that BattleBorn has provided BassSoldiers.com to run. Notice I've got 5 batteries. I've got 4 of the BattleBorns, and then I got a cranking battery over there. What we decided to do with the help of the great people at BattleBorn is isolate the cranking battery by itself. The only thing connected to that cranking battery is my big motor. So there's nothing draining that battery. So when I turn the key, there should be power. And so the way we did that is we isolated everything on one 100 amp hour BattleBorn to run all the electronics, like the graphs, the Minn Kota talons, live well pumps, everything that's an accessory, so that won't drain that cranking motor. Then we took the other 3, 1, 2, 3, and we put them into series to run the trolling motor. That's a 36 volt system.
And most bigger trolling motors are 36 volt. You can also just run 2 if you have a 24 volt system. But the 100 amp hour setup is BattleBorn's most common battery for the applications that we use on the water. Now, as you can see, I've got a 4-bank charger running and connected to all these lithiums to charge them up.
It's very important that you use an onboard charger compatible with lithiums. Talk to the people at BattleBorn Batteries and they'll walk you through whether or not the one you have in your rig will work. It's important that the charger you use is lithium compatible or it has an AGM setting, but confirm it with the people at BattleBorn and they'll let you know. Well, there you have it. That's the setup that I run on my busy guide business and when I'm out fishing a tournament. BassSoldiers.com is very, very fortunate to have partnered with BattleBorn Batteries. If you're interested in a set, hit them up at BattleBornBatteries.com and they'll walk you through your, any application you need it for, from your RV use to any deep cycle drain and power that you're trying to power up to your trolling motor systems on your bass boats. 24 volts, 36 volts. They've got 50 amp hour batteries, 100 amp hour batteries. They'll walk you through what's best for your application. But I hope that helps, and I'll hope to see you on the water. Captain McCoy with BassSoldiers.com out.